Hey everyone, it's Bobby. I have a new project for you. This is a design team project for Country Craft Creations. Gosh, I got paint on me. Um, this is the authentic paper collection called Magical Christmas, and I've used up a bunch of the smaller pieces that I had left from previous projects, so I thought I'd make this little small album, and this is all using the Graphic 45 regular tags. I used 4 of the tags on the inside, and I cut the cover of lightweight chipboard just to match the Graphic 45 tags. So on the front I used a bunch of dies that I had in my stash to do the doily, the word joy, and the poinsettias and leaves. Then these little enamel dots and all of the ribbon and the organza are from Country Craft Creations. On the back I have another one of the doilies with the word Noel and a couple pieces from the cut apart sheet. These are such pretty papers. This is a real easy little album. It goes together really quickly. It will hold about 14 to 15 photos. And there's 4 pages. Like I said, I used 4 of the tags for the inside. Each page has a photo mat, at least one. This first page on the inside of the cover has a small tree. Let me make sure you can see. We have a small tree here with, you can only see part of the star. One of the cut aparts from the 6x6, a snowflake, and another snowflake down here. Then on the inside of the front of page 1, I have just one of the 4x6 cut aparts that I cut down a little bit, and I put it on white cardstock just to make fit under this little band. Then I made a little pouch type thing with some scraps. I put one of the little cut aparts on there with the word snow. It says greetings from Santa's workshop. I covered part of it with snow. I wasn't sure what it said. And then we have 2 of the cut aparts. This one is from the North Pole Santa's workshop. Maker of fine toys, trucks, dolls, and trains, it says. There's just the cutest stuff in this collection. Okay, so on the back of page 1, I need to put a little glue on my ribbons to make them stay. Oh, I hope you could see that. Let me move it down a little bit. I have to keep moving because I have a small space here. Okay, and then on page 2 we have a photo mat with the word joy, some of the greenery, a star, and a few little pieces of the poinsettias. Then on page 2 we have another photo mat with an ornament, some greenery, and I have a little metal snowman there and a little tree that I cut. On the back side of that page we have a photo mat with snowflakes, a pair of mittens, a little hat, the word snow, and another one of the cut aparts that says the nice list. Then on page 3, this one is an oval photo mat. I stamped some greenery there. I used a punch to get the little berries, a couple of snowflakes with a tree again, and I used some of the enamel dots that I had left from other Country Craft Creation collections, things that I didn't use, and 2 more of the cut aparts. I always save everything from each collection. If I don't use all of something up, I just save it because you never know when you might be able to put it to good use later. So on the back of page 3 I have a white doily on a red background with some poinsettias and greenery. And then on page 4 we have a photo mat, and this is a stamp I had in my collection. It says special delivery from the North Pole, 12/25. And then I had a little stamp that stamped out an envelope, and I punched out a little red heart for the seal and cut out the word Noel. Then on the back side of that one we have a stocking over the photo mat, but you can slide behind it. There's a red doily and 2 snowflakes. And on the inside of the back cover, I'm trying to make sure I'm still in frame. I have to keep moving it around. I just have a little flap there So that gives you 2 more photo spots. The word snow, again the greenery with berries, and then I have a little journaling spot tucked behind it. And that's it. That's all there is to this little album. It went really super quick. Really easy, and it's a good way to use up a lot of your smaller pieces after you've made a larger project and you have a lot of little pieces left. This is a super way to use them up, and it turned out really, really cute. So I hope you enjoyed, and if you make one, I hope you'll share photos with us. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, to make this tag album, I am going to be using the Graphic45 square tag, which is this one. They have 4 different tags. This one's called the square tag, and then they have one that is taller and thinner, and that is called the regular tag. This is just one that I happen to have left over from another project, but I just wanted to show you the difference. So you'll take 2 pieces of lightweight chipboard, 4.5 by 6.5. You'll score it at 1 3/8 along the bottom, and then you need to cut the top to match the shape of the tags. And I just took a tag that I had and put it along the top and traced around it and cut it out. If you have the Graphic45 dies, you can use those to cut the top. I did put it in, put the die on it long enough to cut the oval out. What I do with my die. There it is. I just laid it along the top so that I could cut out the hole so it would match the tags on the inside. And I just put my plate right to here, so all it would cut would be the hole. And then once they're scored and burnished, we're going to put them together in the center right here. And I'm going to use art glitter glue. And plenty of it, because I want it to stay together. Don't want no happy accidents. Actually, none of them are happy. Don't know why I even said that, because accidents aren't happy. Okay. And we're going to put it together just shy of that scored line. Like that. Line your sides up so they match nice and even. Just like that. Burnish it down. Now I've got 2 pieces of scrap. This one's a little bit narrow. I think this one's wider. Yes, that one's a little bit wider. And we'll put this on the outside of the bottom. Just like that. And then one for the inside, and then we can put our hinge down. Yeah, that'd be fine. This was just a scrap that I had left over, so I thought, well, that would be perfect for the spine. Not much of it's going to show, but I'd like to have something under there. And then we have our hinge. Now what I did was I cut a piece that is 4 3/4 by 4.5, and with the 4 3/4 at the top, I scored a half, and a quarter, then a half, and a quarter, all the way across till I had 2 1/2 inches left. And then just glue each of your 1/2 inch pieces together, and that leaves you the 1/4 inch spacer in between. And I have those score lines on the cut list for you. So I am going to put my hinge right here in the center. Again, with plenty of glue. You can use whatever adhesive you like. I use the art glitter glue because it holds well in humidity, and I'm in a very humid area. So let me make sure this is lined up straight. A little bit more this way. That looks pretty good. So we'll press it down in between these hinges. Okay, now while that's setting up, I'm going to turn it over. And this is going to be my front. And I'm just going to put the flat pieces down for now. I'm going to add this green to the front and make sure. I think I can take just a hair off of it. It looks just a tad too long. See if that's better. I think maybe just one more smidge. Okay, put a little ink along the bottom of that. Now the tags themselves are curved at the bottom, but because the album's got a square bottom, I'm not going to curve the corners. There, now that'll be perfect. And I haven't cut the piece for the back side yet. I just wanted to show you. And then I'll do my embellishing off camera and come back and explain to you what I've done and why. So this is going to lay on here. Just like that. And then I have a second piece that I want to mat just under the green. Or over the green. Why'd I say under? I don't know. Now the hole doesn't match perfectly, but that's okay because once I have ribbon in there, it's not going to be noticeable anyway. And then I'm going to put a red piece at the bottom, just like this. And does that look straight? Let me see if that's straight. Doesn't look like it. That's better. Okay. Let me ink that. some glue. That's all I'm going to put on the front for now, and I'll follow the same process for the back. But what I will be doing, and I will show you the finished project later, I'm going to add a doily here, and then I got one of the pieces off the element sheet that says North Pole, it says somewhere around the North Pole. And then I have a couple of the little embellishments to add over here. I have some berries and a snowflake. And then I'm going to be adding some greenery to this part. I only have one piece cut out so far of my poinsettia, but it will be over here with some greenery. So that's the plan for the front. But I will catch that later, and I'll do the back as well. But I wanted to show you the placement on the inside. See, those are stuck down good. Okay. For the inserts, let me ink this one up. I haven't inked any of them, and I need to do that. Okay, this is the back side, so we'll put some glue on here. And there's room for a little bit of embellishing inside, not a whole lot, because I only gave it a 1/4 inch gusset. Okay, I'm going to put this on the back side. Like that. Then this will attach to the hinge. So let me put some glue on the hinge. And make sure it matches side to side with your album cover. That looks fine. Let's burnish it down really well. And then take one piece of your printed paper, inked as well. Oh, I already did that one. I didn't realize I did. It's the plain ones I hadn't inked. Okay. So we will line this up at the top. Now each one of these will have a little pocket down towards the bottom here, and that'll cover up the rest of that hinge. There's the first one. Alright, the second one I'm going to put red. Go ahead and ink these while I got it out. And we'll just add them all in there. And another red one. Okay, so red is next. We'll put glue on this hinge. Line it up on the sides again. Okay, green again. I'm just going to let it ring because I forgot to turn the phone off before I started the video, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
And the last one is red. Okay. And we'll put that in there. Okay, now let's bring these back forward. And we have the green and the red. How about we put this one here? Or shall we put this one here? Doesn't really make a lot of difference, does it? I think I'll put this one next. The plaid shows up good against that polka dot. Looks good with the green. And this one will look good here. So we'll put that one down next. And the last one. all 4 tags in place. Now all I have to do is cut out 4 little pockets. Make sure those edges stick down where it kind of curves a little bit. And cut little pockets. And then I need actually, you know what I did? I put them in backwards. This is supposed to be the front. That's alright, I can do this one for the front. Doesn't make any difference. What a crazy woman I am. Alright, I want this to be the front of each page. And the plain to be on the back. Alright, I will cut some more papers. I'll be back with you shortly.